Today, we stand at the threshold of history. 50 years have passed since our nation first raised its own flag in freedom. We call this the Golden Jubilee, the 50 years of independence. But let us pause and ask, what does Jubilee really mean? In the Holy Bible, in the book of Leviticus chapter 25, God commanded Israel to make the 50th year as a Jubilee year. It was not a year of concert, fireworks, or worldly shows. It was a holy year consecrated unto the Lord, a year of freedom where slaves and captives were released, a year of restoration where lost land and inheritance were returned, a year of forgiveness where debt were cancelled, a year of reset where the land itself was allowed to breathe. Above all, a year of holiness where the people were reminded that everything belongs to the God. In other words, Jubilee was God's reset button, returning the nation to his order, his justice, and his blessing. Now, compare that with how many nations, even our own, celebrate Jubilee today. We invite great celebrities, famous musicians, and secular artists to perform. We bring in voices that entertain the world. Yes, but do they lead us into the presence of the God? The biblical Jubilee was not about drawing crowds, but about drawing near to God. It was not about noise and celebrations of the flesh, but about quiet renewal of the spirit. It was not about showing the world what we can buy, but about showing God that we trust in Him for His provision. As we mark 50 years of independence, our true Jubilee must be more than parades and concerts. It must be a time when we release the burdens of corruption, poverty, and division, restore justice and fairness so that no one is left behind. Forgive one another, putting aside tribal conflicts and political grudges. Return to God, acknowledging Him. Without Him, our independence is meaningless. If we celebrate this Jubilee in holiness, then the next 50 years will not just be years of survival, but years of blessing, prosperity, and unity. But if we place man above God, then we risk losing the very freedom we gain. Therefore, let this 50th Jubilee be not only a national celebration, but a spiritual redirection to the Almighty God. For only in Him do we find true freedom, true restoration, and true destiny. May God bless our land, and may the spirit of Jubilee bring freedom, restoration, and holiness to you today and forever.